Hi guys! Hello guys! So first of all, welcome back to our channel once again. Thank you so much once again for all your support and prayers. And as you can see, today I have a new face with me. And he's none other than my friend, Mr. Bao. Bao finished his PhD in the field of hydrogeochemistry from NJRI in the year 2022. Afterwards, he got the NPDF postdoc, right?
Yes.
Position, and now he is in Pondicherry University.
Yes, right.
We have been planning actually to catch up here in Europe since 2022, but due to various reasons and circumstances, he couldn't visit. But now finally he's here.
Finally here.
So I thought, okay, why not sit down with him and have a talk with him? So usually, Paul, what I do is when I sit down with someone, or basically whenever I meet Nordic people, I always ask them if I can sit down with them and have an informal discussion with them to know about their life stories and maybe to also motivate our youths back at home, right? Yes. What I usually do is I don't do formal questions. I don't prepare in advance, but kind of informal, so don't be scared, okay? I will not ask you very technical stuff. Some people, even if they're from Northeast or from Nagaland, they don't want to be in front of the camera, and I respect that. Few people who says, okay, we can do this, and I get excited, and I used to have this kind of informal talks as well on my channel. So welcome to my channel.
Thank you, Beni.
You can introduce yourself, a little bit about your PhD journey and now postdoc journey, and maybe the reason why you are here.
Yeah, of course. Thanks. So my name is S. Paulalsim Vaipe. I'm from Manipur, Kampopi district. I did my PhD from CSR NGRI, Hyderabad. That's where I met Beni.
So basically, when I first went to NGRI for my PhD Women Scientist project, he was the first friend that I met, and from the first meeting, he was very kind, and then he took me around, and he helped me a lot as well. And that's how we connected as friends. After I left NGRI in 2022 May around. Even after that, we kept in touch, and he was planning to come to Europe since 2023. 2022. And finally now he's here.
And in NGRI, I did my PhD. I mainly work on groundwater, and it's related like health assessment, water quality, and potential zones. So clear my CSR NET JRF. So with that, I could get into NGRI.
Maybe for those people who doesn't know what JRF is, it's like a national testing agency. We have the CSIR and UGC.
Yes.
So this qualifies you to become a lecturer or assistant professor, right?
Yeah.
On top of that, you get scholarship to pursue further studies if you want to, like PhD. So you get around 30 to 40,000 per month.
Yes.
So it's a great way to sustain yourself while you do PhD.
Yeah. To add into that, I would like to say that in Northeast, we do studies, and mostly we go for competitive exam. I really appreciate that. But still then, research is something that you expose, or not expose, but you deliver your work in a global level. So I really encourage every young students or upcoming to pursue PhD. And regarding the NET exam, she rightly mentioned, it's CSR NET JRF, but there while applying there is option either only NET or with JRF. As for the results, they declare the results in two ways. The higher marks will get CSR JRF. Those who don't get CSR JRF, they'll get UGC. And then after that, it comes the NET. So NET means you are qualified to be a professor.
Like assistant.
Yeah, assistant
and
professor.
Lecturer,
But no fellowship.
Yes, no fellowship.
Yeah.
It's a very nice way to pursue further studies while being independent as well.
Yeah.
Maybe tell us a little bit about your PhD journey, maybe any struggles you faced and how you overcome.
Okay, in short, in my opinion, I would like to say PhD is like as we come from Northeast, we are the first generation in some department. Once you get into PhD, you have to face a lot of like mental, it's like a mental test. Because why I say this is that during PhD, there are up and down. Some point you might feel very down. At some point, you have to encourage yourself. So in life, once during a PhD, you go through all these things besides the education. It helps a person to strengthen his mind. So how to control his mind during very tough time.
So you would say that this was maybe the time where your character was built the strongest during your life?
I would say, yeah, it helps me a lot because until then I was very easygoing in my life. Actually, I was never into a PhD.
But then you need to clear also some very, very big exams in order to do that. So
So I was very lucky. I mean, I was not prepared at the beginning. And I never had a thought of doing PhD also.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it took me some time. Just to go back in short, I did my master from Gwalior. After my master, I went to Delhi. Delhi, I work in a company, geology company.
Oh.
For 2 years in Noida. So I worked there, and then right after that, I went back home to appear for some state exam and other stuff. So that's how I get into it, and then after that I clear CSR NET JRF.
But would you say that like the practical work of 2 years also helped you then later in the PhD process with all the experience that you get from working as well, or was it completely unrelated to what you?
No, it's very related, the work which I have done. But back then I have no idea of PhD.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the place where I work is mainly based on, it's a foreign-based country. At that time, we did not have that idea because idea in the sense that I work on map classification, geological map classification. If I would have known that at that time that I'll be pursuing PhD, I would have read those papers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now tell me a little bit about the NPTF postdoc fellow.
After you completed your PhD, you have to write your own project, where you want to work and what are the things you want to do. And one thing before I continue, you can't do NPTF from where you did your PhD.
Okay.
So you have to choose other institute. Before that, you keep in mind that under whom you want to work with, and so
which university?
Yeah, which university or which institute. You have to Google it and then find, or a professor, I mean, whom you want to work with, and then you have to mail him, say, I have written a proposal, I want to submit for NPTF, can you
prove it, or can you go through it?
Yeah, okay,
or
so
suggest?
can you go through it? Do you like it? So can we work together on it? So that is how you start the interaction. And then once a professor or a scientist accepts, then you can apply for the NPTF. So NPTF,
do you also have to give exam like the JRF NET, or it is purely based on how your project looks like?
Yeah, it's not an exam now anymore. It's purely based on your proposal as well as your profile. So it's like you need to submit your biodata, like your academic, CV, and then your papers and whatever books or whatever you have during your PhD, overall CV of yourself.
Okay, and your project.
And mostly your project. What are the things you are going to do, and whether it really impacts the society or what are the things. Of course, project is it's the main.
And how much is the stipend currently? And it's for 2 years, right?
Yeah, postdoc is for 2 years. So the stipend is like 80,000 per month.
Okay.
So once you get selected as an NPTF, by the way, it's under SERB, Science and Research Engineering Board. So it is directly under DST, Department of Science and Technology. So as a fellow, NPTF fellow, you get 80,000, and then as a research grant, 2 lakhs per year, and one is overhead, 1 lakh. But what you get in hand is 80 plus the HRA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And even in the JRF, while you do PhD, you also get contingency.
Yes,
right?
contingency.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that is the thing. 2 lakhs contingency means research grant.
Yeah, research grant, as in like, for example, while I was in NJRI for my project, my field work was in Nagaland in the coal mining areas. You use the research grant to go to your field,
Yes,
to collect
right.
your samples.
Yes.
Whatever you eat,
Yes.
wherever you stay,
Yes.
so these are covered, and for each year you get 2 lakhs,
Yes,
which
2
is more
lakhs.
than enough. I
Yes,
guess.
yes. NPDF is of 2 years. So once you completed 2 years, you can reapply another
Yes,
postdoc.
yeah.
But not NPDF, but different.
Yes.
It should be of different. And one thing I forgot that you asked me that why you came here.
That's the most interesting part.
I just almost
Okay.
skipped that part. So why I came here is that after getting postdoc as an NPDF, I work in Pondicherry University. So I have completed some part of my work. So to show that, I registered in Goldsmith Conference, a very big conference, international conference, so which every geologist like to attain it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
It's like a prestigious title also once someone attend this kind of conferences.
true. So the venue is in Prague, Czech Republic. So I submitted my abstract for a poster, so it got accepted, and then to present my poster, I came to Prague, and then luckily I could meet Beni.
Unfortunately.
No, not unfortunately. That's what
You
I'm trying
wanted
to say.
to say unfortunately.
Not unfortunately. I mean, that's how I came to Prague, and then
Fortunately.
yeah. Thanksly. Yeah, and then I could meet a friend. When I meet Beni, it really recalls back during my PhD in NJRI Hyderabad. So it brings back fresh memory. So it's very lovely, and then it's I'm so excited. I have never met her husband back then in Hyderabad.
No, you met once. We went to the biryani house.
Okay, no. Okay, sorry. I met once. I met once. But I what I mean to say is that I'm very excited to meet both of them. And by the way, Dildi is not here, but Dildi is also in NJRI. Came from Frankfurt to Munich here. We met. So we are a group of three. Back then, Nordisk, back then they're in NJRI also, so we met together. We really had a good time here. We enjoyed the time around Munich and itself. Yeah, I really liked everything about here. It's very fresh. What do I say? They openly, wholeheartedly welcome me. I stay, and everything here, I feel like home. Very far from India, but then still here, I really feel like home. So I'm enjoying. I enjoy a lot.
It's good that you're here.
Thank you so much.
It will be super funny if you come to Prague and don't visit us, because from Prague to Munich, it's only about like 4 hours by bus, right? You came by
five something.
So by car, me and my husband, when we drive, we take around 3.5.
Okay.
Because he drives very fast.
Yeah, we also we went to
To
Salzburg,
Austria.
with Martin and
you made a guy's vlog. I was at work, so I couldn't go, but you made a guy's vlog, right? Boys vlog.
Yeah, and then
we will show them later.
And then we had Fast and Furious.
With the car.
With the car, Fast and Furious. It was really amazing. Yeah.
So guys, I want to tell you a secret. So
I'm nervous.
If you look at him now, he seems to be very professional, and then he's like very properly dressed, and then very serious, but in general he's very open. He's with friends.
At first people might take me as a very serious person. I don't know, I can't say, but actually in reality Beni knows I'm very open. Once I'm open, I'm very open. I should say. I love it loud. If I laugh, I speak very loudly. Yeah. So that is how.
And you laugh.
Yeah.
That's why the eyes are also very.
Yeah. Oh my. Okay.
But but he's such a fun person to hang out with. So if you hang out with him, then you don't have a boring day.
Thanks for the compliment. Yes. Usually
But while we were in India, right, everybody knows him. From the scientists, from the students, from the canteen. And I'm like thinking, okay, what is happening? And even the sweepers, who it was like, bow, bow, bow. I'm like, how do you know every single one of them?
Just exactly.
No, I'm not even kidding. But that's a very good trait, personal trait, to make friendship with everyone and to be open with everyone.
Actually, I like to make friends. And once I make friends, I'm really open.
Speaking of which, I want to ask you, some people have this notion that when we as a Northeast people go out to the mainland India, we cannot make friends with the locals. But as far as I've experienced with you, you didn't have any problem finding friends.
Yeah, I'm so lucky. I have a good time, whether it may be in Delhi or Gwalior, even in Hyderabad, as you have mentioned. I have
but
lots
I
of
think,
friends.
sorry to interrupt, but I think it is also, it goes both ways. I think we as a Northeast people, we should also be open to, compromise a little bit to accept the locals or the other people.
Because you can't just always think the same way. Something which you should understand. So you should not think exactly what happens where you come from to be happen in the place where you are now. So that is how you should compromise a little bit. So compromise in the sense it will make you more experience how to handle the situation.
Yeah, and also I think mostly about food. If I say this, maybe it might not be politically correct. Our spices and our food that we eat from the Northeast, we think that okay, people should accept our culture and our tradition. But to be very honest, some of our ingredients, they're very smelly. Us, when we cook, right after cooking, we can't stand the smell, right? So think about the other people who are not used to this kind of smell. Obviously they will complain, and obviously they will think that we are eating something very dirty. So we should also think in that perspective, right? For them, they've never been exposed to this kind of stinkiness. Right? And then if something stinks, then automatically our brain tells us that it is Jewish and people should not eat that. I used to bring it cooked from home and store it in the freezer and eat. And that's how, you create an environment where you respect each other and not only do whatever you wish in the name of culture and think that the other person should adjust.
Do
you think?
I think so. I think so. And you rightly mentioned, we love fermented things, of course. And all the fermenteds are smelly because it is fermented.
So I guess everybody has different experiences. But while I say this, I'm not discounting the fact that many people from the Northeast are racially discriminated. I'm not discounting that. But I guess the experience is not the same for everyone. So for example, you're the shining example. You met very good friends, very helpful ones
I'm lucky,
who helped you also a lot. I personally know that. And then you managed to make friends with almost everyone, from the scientists to the people who were cleaning, and that was a very motivating thing to see as well.
I was lucky.
So in terms of racism, you didn't face? Or did you face?
Racism wise, I don't face in Hyderabad, but in Delhi, as usual, a little bit we face in Delhi. In Delhi, that's common. That's common.
Me, I faced in Delhi, but also the racist people are usually the educated ones who just want to make fun of you. For example, while I was in Delhi University, there were this group of students who were telling me momo, eggplant momo lagado, eggplant momo lagado. And these are the people who are supposed to be the educated ones, but they are the one who mocks us. And for example, this thela wala, rickshaw wala, sometimes I think there is a thin line between racism and unawareness. So this thela people or this vegetable wala uncles, maybe some of them genuinely they don't know where we are from. I mean, to be very honest, our face looks different.
Yes.
And then if they ask, hey, are you from Nepal? Are you from China? Or as a human being, we know if somebody is jesting us or somebody genuinely thinks we are from China or from Nepal.
Yes.
Then we explain to them, hey uncle, gee, we are from India, blah blah blah. Then they're like, oh, kahan se, kahan se? And then they started looking at their phone also, kahan?
West Bengal. West Bengalis, they know very well, but West Bengal is again not the real Northeast stage. So what they really know is you just say Guwahati and Assam. They say, oh, there. But exactly, we are not from Assam, but what they know is, they know Assam, Guwahati. But now, I think things slightly changed because nowadays many bloggers or some they go to extreme Northeast. So I really appreciate that they show our the beauty of Northeast and the culture.
Some of them, not everyone.
Okay.
Nowadays, many YouTubers, not only from mainland India, also from outside, the foreigners, they go to Northeast just for content in order to gain subscribers. For example, there was this recent incident where this YouTuber came to Nagaland and then he started mocking our food, mocking how we look like. So many YouTubers, I appreciate them that they're doing really good work to show a different culture to the rest of the world. But at the same time, there are also so many YouTubers, both national and international, who just want to go there to the Northeast to just get views.
That I have not seen that.
So we should be aware as well of these things. But it's nice that we can finally meet and talk about this kind of issues.
Of course, this is my first talk
on YouTube.
On YouTube, I should say. I'm a little bit shy to say that. But
I'm also not a perfect host.
But I really like the conversation.
This informal guy.
Informal guy, and then I really like the talks. But as I have said, sometimes I might miss what you have asked, but I try to keep things in a very simple way so that each one of us can understand. I like the conversation.
I'm happy that you're enjoying it.
I really
Initially, he was like very nervous.
I'm now also I'm nervous. I just think again and then do I speak what she asks? Do I answer what she asks or?
Guys, please write in the comment section how.
And then. Do I go in a different direction? I'm a little bit nervous and confused, so I keep on looking at the screen. That's why, because I have never done such, even to myself in my phone.
You have never recorded yourself.
I don't record it myself because while looking at myself, I a little bit feel awkward.
But you're doing very good, Pao. In Nagaland में तो इतना हिंदी से बात नहीं करता है. So in terms of racism, you didn't face. Or did you face?
Racism wise, बेफायदा है. क्योंकि अब कोई किसी ने ये 5 वाला का 10 वाला 10 में अभी तो हिंदी थोड़ा यूज करेगा. Okay.
Oh my God,